Hey guys, I'll give everybody a couple minutes to hop on. Welcome, welcome, welcome. When you get on, let me know. I think it's time, yeah? Let me know when you're on and I'll dig in and get started. Hey. Hi. All right. Good to see you guys. I am assuming a lot of people are going to catch the recording too. So let me take a look out so I'm not like gnawing on it the whole time. Probably a little bit more classy. Maybe. I hope I'm in the right group. Okay. Raina Odell here. Hope you guys are having an awesome evening. It's only 5 o'clock here in Denver, so it's super early still. Good to see you guys. So I am here today as a guest speaker to talk to you guys a little bit about my invite process, about my email process, about my follow-up process. And so I'll kind of go through each one. I am more than happy to answer any questions that you guys have. So as you're watching, if you want to put it in the chat, I will do my very best to answer any questions that you guys have. Thank you, Jess. So I'll dig in. So I'll give a little bitty bit about my story and who I am. I am Raina Odell. My story is so long, so I probably won't share the whole thing. But I started as a coach in 2013. I dug in. I had no previous history of coaching or network marketing or Shakeology or Beachbody workouts in general, like no previous history of any of it. And so I kind of dug into coaching blindly, not really knowing anything about the business or about the opportunity or what the potential was or anything like that. But I'm so damn glad that I did. I advanced rank fairly quickly. I hit Emerald in 4 days. I was like, husband, you're a coach, mom, you're a coach, you know what I mean? And kind of dug in. I hit Diamond in about 63 days. And honestly, Diamond is a mindset. Diamond is a decision that you just have to make. So I know that I'm speaking to a handful of Emerald coaches, maybe Diamond coaches that are pushing for Star Diamond. You just have to make the decision. That's it. It's literally a decision that you have to make to advance to this rank. It's not hard. Stop telling yourself that it's hard. Stop telling yourself that you can't do it because you have kids or because you work full time or because you're busy or because you have this or you have that. Guys, I've been through it all. I've been through it all. And there are people who are more successful than you, that are busier than you, that have more kids than you, that work a full-time job. You have no excuses. So take every single excuse that you have in the back of your mind right now and throw it out the window because they're not valid. They're not excuses. They are just that, excuses, I guess. Okay. So you guys have kind of, dug into this training, and I guess I'm just going to touch on the few things that I talked about in the beginning. My invite process. Now, my invite process now looks a lot different than it did when I first started, right? As a new coach, I was sending out massive amounts of cold invites. I was targeting my cold market along with my warm market. My nose is running, I'm sorry. And really just kind of taking anyone and everyone I could. It wasn't until after I hit Diamond that I really kind of dug into my target audience. But looking back, I wish that I would have been a little bit more strategic with who I was inviting and the people I was bringing on, if that makes sense. I will tell you now, the people that I got to Diamond with, the people that I thought I was going to build this business with are not the people that are still around today. So be in that mindset of bringing on new people and finding new blood and bringing on people that are excited about what we're doing, and don't get stuck hand holding the people that you think are going to do amazing but are not showing up, if that makes sense. I still hand hold a lot, but I do it to the people that are running. I do it to the people that are showing up, that are, motivated, that are doing the workouts, that are not throwing me a bunch of excuses and just different things like that. So keep that in the back of your mind. Let go of the people that you're dragging and run with the people that want to show up. And if you don't have people right now that want to show up, your job is to find new people. Okay? That's it. So Inviting. I do a few things. I do cold invites still. Guys, I don't care who you are in this business. If they tell you that they don't do cold invites anymore, they're fucking lying to your face. And I will cuss. I apologize. Hide your kids now. Hide your kids. I apologize now. They're lying. Everyone in this business still does cold invites. If you see someone that you think would benefit from a challenge group or the coaching opportunity, I send them an invite. I don't keep it super scripted. I don't send the hey girl messages anymore. Guys, it's 2019. If you're sending hey girl messages still, people are looking at you and they see you from a mile away. They know that you're trying to sell them something. They know that you're trying to scheme them in some way. So stop with the hey girl messages. But if I see someone, as I'm scrolling Instagram, as I'm on Facebook or whatever application I'm on or whatever platform I'm on, I'm reaching out to them. If I see somebody that's posting, workouts, or they're very active, or, their page is super inspiring or something like that, I'm reaching out and I'm saying, hey girl, what do you do? I'm in love with your page. What do you do? 9 times out of 10, they'll respond and just say something casual, like they just follow their own plan or they're just doing, their own workout thing. And I follow with, girl, you need to be doing what I do. Have you ever thought about online coaching? I keep it that simple. Girl, you need to be doing what I'm doing. Have you ever thought about online coaching? Speak to your followers, speak to the people that you want to be on your team like they are your best friends, because they will eventually be your best friends and they don't want to be hey girled. Just like you don't want somebody to reach out to you selling something, they don't want to be hey girled either, okay? So keep that in mind as you're sending these cold invites. Keep it casual, keep it laid back, just talk to people, okay? If someone comes to you and you think they would benefit from a group, girl, you need to be in one of my accountability groups. They have no idea what the fuck an accountability group is. They have no idea. That's fine, but you still need to mention it, because what they're gonna do is they're gonna come back and say, what's an accountability group? And then you're gonna have the ability, the opportunity to go in and share with them what has changed your life, okay? So cold invites, 100%. I know everybody wants to hear number-wise, like how many invites people send and things like that. In the beginning, as a new coach pushing for Diamond, I was probably sending 50 invites a day, maybe more. Honestly, as a new coach pushing for Diamond, I had 2 kids. I still have 2 kids, but they were young. One was in preschool half day. The other was home with me full time. So I took advantage of nap time. I took advantage of bedtime. I took advantage of them sleeping in just a little bit, and I would get up early and I would stay up late. I was that coach that had headphones in at 2 o'clock in the morning on the couch while the whole house was dark and everyone was sleeping, digging into YouTube videos while sending cold invites. Okay, that was me. And guys, if you want to make this work and you want to be successful in this business, this is what has to be done. Has to be done, okay? So cold invites, fit them in as much as you can. Now, most of my invites come through connections. And so I have my team focus on 4 different things. I have my team focus on adding people to their network. I have my team focus on connections, which I'll explain in a second, invites, and then follow-ups. Those are the 4 things I have my coaches focus on during their power hour, okay? So adding people to your network, super simple, super self-explanatory. Connections. So I have my coaches message everyone that has liked a post that they did. Doesn't matter when it was. Anybody that likes your post, they need a message. Comments on your post, follows your page, or watches your story. Okay, those 4 different things. So if they've liked a post, commented on a post, followed your page, or watched a story, they get a connection, which is usually scripted as shit, and it just says, hey girl, it's a hey girl message. Hey, thanks so much for liking my page, liking my comment, or liking my post, commenting on my post, watching my story. Your support means the world. Are you on a health and fitness journey of your own? That's literally word for word what I still send to this day and what I have my team send. Okay, thank you so much for your comment, watch, follow. Are you on a health and fitness journey of your own? Okay, that's it. And guys, what happens in that connection, some people aren't gonna respond, right? Sometimes we just get ghosted. And if you get all butthurt because you get ghosted every once in a while, you're gonna have to get over it because that's part of the business, okay? On to the next person. Your job is to plant the seed and then do whatever it takes in your health and fitness journey, in your nutrition journey, in your coaching journey, everything. Your job is to share every single aspect of it, okay? So if you're sitting in a connection and people see this little like, are you in a health and fitness journey? And then they go back to your page and they browse around and they see a bunch of posts and how you're so inspiring, they're gonna be in, right? But if they go to your page and they don't see shit, or they see that you're posting maybe once every few days and you're not really posting stories, they're gonna be like, you know, this chick isn't showing up, why would I show up? Or why would I have her hold me accountable? Does that make sense? So I'm sending these connections to every single person. Thank you so much for commenting on my post. Your support means the world. Are you on a health and fitness journey of your own? Most of the time, you're gonna get two answers, right? You're either gonna get a yes or you're gonna get a no, okay? They're gonna say no. I'm not on a health and fitness journey, but I should be, right? That's usually a question we get all the time. Like, people are watching you feeling like guilted that they're not working out every single day, right? So they're gonna say, no, I'm not on a health and fitness journey, but I should be, and I try to do this, and yada, 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 okay? As soon as they say that, my script is, girl, you need to join one of my accountability groups, okay? That's it. If they say no, girl, you need to join one of my accountability groups, okay? They're gonna say yes, right? They're gonna say, yes, I do CrossFit. My response is, awesome, how's it working for you? Most of the time, they don't have the nutrition help, they don't have the accountability, they don't have something that we offer to keep them going, right? So they're either half-assing it, or they're not really where they want to be because they don't have the nutrition aspect or the accountability aspect that we offer. So I always ask, how's it working for you? Most of the time, they need help. And so from there, I say, girl, you should join one of my accountability groups. Done, okay? If they say yes, and they're doing a plan that they love, and it's working for them, immediately I'm saying, holy shit, that's so inspiring. I can't imagine how many people you're touching right now. Have you ever thought about online coaching? Done, okay? So every single connection I make has intention behind it. Every single connection that I make, my intent is to either mention a challenge group or an accountability group, or mention the coaching opportunity every single time. And yes, guys, they're gonna go off script sometimes. Stop thinking. Turn it off, use the script. Turn it off and say, okay, how can I ask a question to lead her or this client or this potential into me being able to say, you need to join an accountability group or you need to be coaching. That's it. So 90% of my invites today come from making those connections. Every single person that shows up on my page, watches, comments, likes, follows, they get a message with that connection. And my intention is to send one of two invites every single time. Does that make sense? It's super easy, but you would be shocked at how many people don't do it or struggle with the fact that they need to do it. It's so simple. And guys, it's not uncomfortable like a cold invite. It's not uncomfortable like cold reaching out to somebody and saying, hey, you want to join a coach? I'm a group, I'm a coach. Like, it's not uncomfortable. It's natural and it's easy and it's not salesy and it's not tacky. Okay? So I challenge you guys to kind of switch your focus from being like invite to connect. Okay? And in those connections, you're turning it into Women Crush Wednesday, thank you. You're turning it into the invitation, okay? So from the invitation, girl, you need to join an accountability group. They're gonna be like, what the fuck is an accountability group, right? They're gonna have no idea what an accountability group is. You might talk about it in your stories every once in a while. You might talk about it in your feed every once in a while. But if they're a new follower to your page or don't really pay attention that much in your feed, they're gonna have no idea what an accountability group is. So I say, I would love to email you some information. That's it. I don't stay in the feed. I don't stay in that Instagram message. I don't share all the information there. I bring everyone over to email every single time. Why do I do that? Poof, Instagram could be gone tomorrow. And what the hell are you gonna do with no way to know who you're talking to, right? Huge reason that I bring everybody to email and huge reason why I use the tracking system that I use. Okay, so I get their email immediately. What's your email? I'd love to send you some information. Guys, if somebody says, what shake are you drinking? It's my superfood shake. I'd love to send you or email you some information. What's your go-go juice? It's my plant-based pre-workout. I'd love to email you some information. I get emails all day long, okay? One little trick that I use, because a lot of people are like, well, I'm not like at my computer to send my emails and stuff like that all day. And I'm like, me either. I'm literally on my computer maybe 1 or 2 hours a day. So all I do is I use Streak and Asana. So I'll cover that in a second. But all I do is like, if I'm on the go and I'm, responding to Instagram messages and going through and I send a connection and then I send an invite and then they want to know more and then I send their, what's your email? I screenshot it every single time. As soon as they send me their email, I screenshot it so that I can see that I mentioned a challenge group and I have their email. All my screenshots are saved to my camera roll, obviously. And so every day when I go to sit down to work, I plug my phone in and I go straight to my camera roll. And I know that first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna send all the emails that I need to send, all the information that I need to send to various people that day. I'm not a slave to my computer and I'm not a slave to my phone. So I screenshot it and I say, I will email you today, or I will email you this weekend, or I will email you whenever I know that I'm gonna get back to them, okay? You are not a slave to your computer. You need to realize that right now. As you are growing this business, I don't want you to be fucking tied to your phone. Don't. Give yourself a schedule, follow it, give yourself some freedom. We are all in this business to have the flexibility and freedom that we want. So allow yourself to have that. So when you sit down at night or you sit down in the morning, plug your phone in, go through your screenshots, those are done, and then you tackle your power hour, okay? So where else am I? Let me figure out where I left off. So I get them all the email, right? And so I have a system that I use for emails, right? So everybody comes from Instagram. Sometimes I do Facebook. Facebook, I feel like is kind of phased out, so I don't really work Facebook as much anymore. It's more so for my team and team pages and things like that. But I get their email, and then I have scripting that I use every single time. And I want to share something with you just to kind of explain how well the scripting works and how I'm not making this shit up. For example, in July of 2018, I was in France for the entire month, like literally the entire month. I did not work once in the month of July, okay? I do have an assistant now. My assistant helps me with emails and just kind of keeps up with things. I do everything on Instagram. So if I'm talking to somebody, making the connection, throwing out the invite, screenshotting the email, as soon as I screenshot the email, that's when my assistant starts, okay? But everything prior to that, I'm doing. I find that I delegate now things that just don't need my special touch, if that makes sense. And part of my special touch is my conversations. Pretty much every single person, I know exactly what I'm gonna say to lead them into throwing out the pitch of a challenge pack or Shakeology or a group or something, okay? So I delegate my conversations. And so in July 2018, I told my assistant I'm gonna be out of the country, like literally just follow my scripts, do exactly what it is, one at a time. I have, a handful of emails for you to send, and we'll do follow-ups and we'll focus on all that. I wasn't like doing call to actions or anything like that entire month. It was literally just follow-ups and random emails coming in. I ended July of 2018 at Success Club 58. 58. I didn't touch my computer. My assistant, word for word, followed my scripts and followed the process that I use to talk to people and hit Success Club 58, okay? I'm not saying you have to push for high Success Club numbers to be successful. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just sharing the power of using the scripts that you've been given, okay? So as soon as I get their email, I send them, I use Streak for the snippets, right? So I use Asana for tracking and I use Streak for snippets. For me personally, Streak, like when I go into like track, it's like too many colors and too many lines and just, I get overwhelmed and my mind's like, what the fuck's happening? So I don't use Streak for my actual tracking purposes, but I do use Asana for my tracking purposes. And I have a tutorial that I can give to Andrea for you guys if you'd like, just to show you kind of how I use Streak and Asana together. But I have a script, so as soon as I get their email, I send them a script that basically says like, hey, I got your email from Instagram DMs. I'm so excited to chat with you about what your goals are. Share a little bit with me about what you're wanting to accomplish. It's like something along the lines of that. It's literally like 2 sentences. I send that, I wait for them to respond. My next snippet is, awesome, so excited to help you. Do you work out at all right now? They answer. My next snippet, awesome. Are you opposed to trying an at-home workout? Send. Next snippet. Great. How's your nutrition? Any struggles? Great. Do you think you'd follow a meal plan if provided? Great. And then I go into, I have a script that says, here's how it works. And that's when I mention on demand. That's when I mention they get a 30-day supply of Shakeology. That's when I mention the group and the accountability and the meal plans and the grocery lists and all the things that we provide in an accountability group. From there, they say yes or no, right? I offer the discount option to every single person I talk to, every single person. I let them know that it is the ability to coach if they decide to, but it's not required. I let them know all the details. They pick whether they want to do a coach discount sign up or regular sign up, or they want to be a working coach with the business, whatever they want to do, and then I send the link, okay? That's it. Literally every single script that I use, word for word, one after the other, and I don't change it. Now guys, they're gonna come to you and they're gonna share their entire life story. They're gonna say, I lost a leg, right? I have one kidney. I'm blind and I can't feel my left arm. You know what I mean? Like, they're gonna throw everything at you, every excuse in the book, and you're gonna follow the script. And you're gonna say, girl, totally get it. I've been there. I'm blind too, you know, or whatever the case may be, not necessarily that extreme. But you get what I mean, right? You're showing empathy and you're connecting with them, but you're not dwelling on it. So often I have people on our team page be like, you know, this person has a bad knee. Like, what program do I give them? It doesn't fucking matter if they have a bad knee. Do you know that all of our programs can be modified? Every single program we have can be modified. Doesn't matter if they have a bad knee or not. They can still do 21-day fix. They can still do max 30. They can still do transform 20 with a bad knee and modify. Okay? Stop thinking. Shut it off. Shut it off, shut it off, shut it off. Okay? I will send Andrea an email after this and send my snippets, okay? The conversation flow that I have, I'll send to her. The Asana tutorial, I'll send to her. That way you guys have samples of what your conversation flow should look like, okay? Everybody to email. And then my follow-up process. That's what I'll end with, is my follow-up process. Guys, 90% of the sales that I close, the coaches that I close in the follow-up, okay? And it's crazy to me how many people are scared to follow up. I love it, Beth, how many people just don't, right? You leave a doctor's office, they're gonna send you a follow-up email. You forget to empty your cart in fucking whatever online shopping you're doing, they're gonna send you a follow-up email. It is a business. You are running a business. If you are in this group pushing for diamond, this is no longer a hobby. This is no longer fun for you, right? It's gonna be fun. But this is a business, and you have to treat it like a business to get the payout of a business, to get the rewards of an actual business that you're running, okay? So follow-up is key. I am a follow-up madman, like clockwork, okay? So I send my snippets to people, right? I send them to people. I say, you know, here's how it works, yada, 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 send the pricing, they ghost me, right? Oh my God, everybody ghosts me. Like, so many people are like, oh my God, like, I sent the price and they didn't respond. Like, who cares? They're gonna not respond. I still get ghosted. Guys, I've been in this business for 6 years and I still get ghosted all the time. You can send them a follow-up and be like, hey girl, I know you saw my message. Just curious to see if you thought any more about joining my group. I know you saw my message. Don't be afraid to send that, okay? You're cool, you're casual on your Instagram. Keep it cool and casual in your messages, okay? But as soon as I send a message to someone, I use Asana to track. So when I go into Asana, I put it, like as soon as I get the email from somebody, I put in their name, I put in their email, and I put in a follow-up date. So the very first time I send that email, they get a follow-up date for 1 week. So I'm entering their information. 1 week later, I know that if they don't respond to this email, I'm following up with them in a week at least. Okay? If they respond to me and I'm talking to them every single day, I go in every single day and I move that follow-up back a day, or a week. Like, I move it a week to make sure it's exactly a week from when I sent that last message. So if they ghost me and they've not talked to me for a week, I know that in 1 week I'm gonna log in and it's gonna say, oh, Joanna Gaines, you know, you have to follow up with her. She inquired about a group. So I'm gonna copy her email, paste it in my email, pull up our conversation, skim through it a little bit to see where we left off, and I'm gonna send a follow-up. My first follow-up is literally as simple as, hey girl, you know, haven't heard back from you, wanted to see if you still wanted to chat about a group. Done. I'll send you my follow-up scripts as well, okay? Done. I go in and I move it for 1 more week. after I send my first follow-up. 1 week after I send my first follow-up, okay? If they still don't respond, I go in and I send my second follow-up. And then I set the date for 2 weeks. I go in after 2 weeks, I send my third follow-up, I set the date for 3 weeks. Fourth follow-up, 4 weeks. Fifth follow-up, sixth follow-up, and seventh follow-up. I follow up every single month after my fourth follow-up. So I am really talking to people or sending follow-ups for 5 or 6 months to this person who has not even responded. My second to last follow-up that I send, I say, hey, at one point we discussed a group or we discussed coaching or something, right? But I wasn't able to get a hold of you. Do you want me to take you off my contact list and you can just reach out to me when it's a good time, or what, basically is what I say. Most of the time they come back and they say, wait, don't take me off your contact list. I've been busy, I have kids, my dog shit everywhere. Something that made them not respond at that moment or for 6 months, right? And I say, okay, no big deal. I just didn't want to bug you if you weren't interested. And then I move the follow-up date a month, or I ask them, when is a good time for me to follow up with you? The very last follow-up that I send, if they don't respond to the take me off your contact list one, is, hey, I'm taking you off my contact list. If you're ever interested in a group or coaching in the future, please let me know. I'm not going anywhere, okay? And then at that point, I just remove their contact or remove their follow-up date, and then I usually go in probably every 6 months and just check in with people, okay? So I'm never not talking to people ever again, because one, they've showed interest in what I'm offering. They've shown interest in a group. They've shown interest in coaching or something that I'm offering. So I'm not gonna let them go. But here's the thing. Most people don't last 6 months. Most people don't last a year to actually get people to join, right? If I'm telling you that someone's gonna need 6 to 8 months worth of following up for them to actually sign up with you, you gonna be around? Are you going to be around in 6 to 8 months? Most people quit in within a year? Guys, I've been doing this for 6 years and I still have people that are following me from the very beginning that say, I'm gonna join you one day. I'm gonna join you one day. Guys, I run a 7-figure fucking business in this business. I've been top 10 twice. I'm ridiculously successful in this business, and I have family that still hasn't signed up, okay? People are going to doubt you. People are going to doubt you, but if you're quitting 6 to 8 months in, a year in, they're laughing in your face. You have to be here. You have to commit to being here in a year. You have to commit to being here in 2 years, 4 years, 6 years. This business will change your life, but only if you keep going. Only if you keep going. I want you to think about how long you watched your upline before you joined. How long did you watch Andrea or Pat or Beth or any of the people that you've signed up with? How long did you watch them on social media before you actually signed up? Think about that. I asked that question in a power hour that I did with my team the other day, and people were saying, a year, 4 years, 9 months, mind-blowing amounts of time that these people and that you guys watched your upline. You watched them show up every single day and work out. You watched them drink their shake every single day. You watched them log into team calls every single week. You watched income progressions and things like that, and you still took time to join them. Remember that. Remember that. But in the meantime, you better be adding people. You better be connecting with people. You better be inviting people, and you better be following up like you've never followed up before. That is what it takes. It takes massive action to be successful in this business. Not just massive action, but massive patience. Patience and consistency, okay? The only thing that sets me apart from you, or Andrea from you, or any other successful coach that you look up to apart from you, is the fact that we are more consistent and we've done it longer. And that's it, okay? That is it. You guys got this. You really do. I expect to hear from Andrea that you guys had so many diamonds pop from this training that it's crazy. It is a decision. Remember that. Turn it off and go. Blinders on and go. That's it. That's all it takes. Stay focused. Don't be hoarding information from the training. Guys, if I said anything that resonated with you on this live, put it into action. Don't write it down in your little notebook and be like, oh my God, that's such a good idea and I might do that next week. No, fucking take it and run with it. You guys better be hopping off of this live and sending out massive connections to people, to every single person on your Instagram. Every single person, okay? Massive action. Guys, thank you for allowing me to speak to you. I hope this helped in some way, shape, or form. Just quit overthinking. Guys, my process, my day-to-day is so simple, and I feel like so many people complicate it, and it doesn't need to be complicated. It's super simple, super easy. Just gotta put in the work, all right? Thank you guys for having me. Again, I will send all my scripts and the Asana tutorial and everything over to Andrea tonight, all right? Bye, guys.